EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on, boy.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set. Check back the ladder, check back the ladder. Oh, yeah. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Get it.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there from McCaffrey. 55 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Buchanan. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Topper. Hey, Orbit. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Marino gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 80 weapon. Hey, box truck. Twist. Watch the twist.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Set up. 10-2 start. Recon, 152 fighter. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's go. Let's make these babies
On 1st down, it's Buchanan. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me. Ready? And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Marino. It's caught by Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mixon will try the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, what a move. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 11. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Let's go now. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37. 66. Pull it now. Hey, 52.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Adams on the hook up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready? 52 the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Ready?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yep.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Buchanan. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
From midfield now, Marino. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Switch. 61. Matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now on 2nd and 13, Marino. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And drive starts with a completion left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Mixon, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now they run with Mixon, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready? Right. Mike 5-4. There's a party now.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a run with Mixon, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Jim.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll throw on first down with Marino. And he will find his man on the outside.
Complete to number 87. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
You gonna see me? Hey. Protein spill.
Check Michael Allen. Focus, defense, focus. Out.
Lead dribble.
Here's Marino. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Shift. X3. 218. Chop it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Yo, switch.
General West. Hey. High 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
Now.
Give me some.
Side.
Now Marino. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10.
Check. Topper. Check. On the ball. Ready.
On first down, it's Buchanan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You draw portion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Break.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Been a long day for you.
6-6. Pull it high.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Come on, 61. Matchbox lights.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Got it. Let's go. 10 logo. Watch the screen. Pilot, 64, weak. Go. Let's go.
Now Scott. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
There's a lot of good on that play when we see the big fella take it and rumble into the secondary. But how about the big part of it? Taking care of the football. He doesn't carry it very often, but when he does, he's got to make sure that he doesn't get it popped free. Unlike Mike Tolbert in Super Bowl 50, carrying the ball popped free, turnover, and it hurt his team.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Check three.
Greystone, Travis.
Let's go.
Deep dribble.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
90 Wolf.
Mike, I know he ain't got it. Watch that three.
On 2nd down, it's Buchanan. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A handoff to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Powerful running. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, second down.
Go!
They'll keep it on the ground. Buchanan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got you.
Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 54. What we got? 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to come here. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Ravens, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.